You're listening to Three Kitchens podcast, hosted by home cooks Erin Walker and Heather Dyer.
We're on a mission to inspire you to try something new. Let's all learn to cook better and eat great food. Make your own broth and then cook some ramen noodles, toss it all together, and ta-da, there's food on the table.
Love it.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of Three Kitchens podcast. My name's Erin Walker, and to my left is Heather Dyer, if you're watching us on the screen.
Hi, everybody. We're excited because we always get excited when it's a new episode, and I love it when I don't know what Erin's going to make. So
I've said nothing about this.
No, you have.
I've just kind of come across it, and I think it's perfect for this time of year where we are tired of cooking anything. We're just going to take something really basic and zhuzh it up. Mm-hmm. So the recipe is called peanut butter miso ramen.
Peanut butter miso.
Yeah. So you're going to use your existing ramen noodles. I found a package of just ramen that doesn't come with the flavor packs.
Oh,
but
that's unusual. Don't you find there are so many flavors now that you almost don't even know which one to pick?
Well, that's also the problem.
Yeah.
But I mean, if your kids are really particular about just the Ichiban noodles or whatever kind of ramen noodle, save that flavor pack. Sometimes I use them for some of my camping recipes where I need like broth, and I'm like, oh, check it out, I have a package of broth.
Nice. Good idea.
But you're essentially just going to cook some veggies, make your own broth, and then cook some ramen noodles, toss it all together, and ta-da, there's food on the table.
Love it.
Because I'm pretty sure when this comes out, it is going to be that time of year where you have spent all day in the kitchen, and yet there's still nothing for dinner.
Yeah. Or it's maybe one of those days where you've been shopping. And do you ever feel like cooking after you've done a big grocery shop? I don't. Even though I've got this house now full of food, I'm like, I don't want any of it. I don't want to cook it.
That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
I think I've decided the thing I hate the most about grocery shopping is putting the groceries away when I get home.
Yeah.
I love going out to the store. I love like thinking about all the things I want to make. I get home and I'm like, can you just go where you're supposed to go and like
Mary Poppins this shit, and it just all snap your fingers and it all flies into place?
Thank you. Can we dream of genies still?
Can we make that happen? Wiggle your nose? I can't. I wiggle my mouth, not my nose.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the video viewers are getting a real treat today.
Sorry about our faces.
So this reminds me of the story I was going to tell you. It'll be quick, I promise. So this morning,
I love it.
I had a short list of things I needed to pick up. I have a friend coming over. We're going to be going out, and I need to have food for the kids, and they're going to swimming. And so I was like, okay, I just need a couple of things to make their dinner for later. So I go to the store with my list. As I always do, I write my list into my notes app on my phone in the order that I walk through the store. From the entrance to the till, I have it down. That's how I know I had time in the hour. It was like roughly an hour before I had to be at the school. And I was like, I have time to go to the store, bring the stuff back, put it away, get to school. Like I had my thing planned. Well, the grocery store at some point reorganized everything.
Jerks.
The produce, the bread, the deli, and the meat, that was all still where it, and like the dairy, the yogurt and butter was still where it's supposed to be.
Right.
Every dry good shuffled.
I'm sorry, which store is this at?
Superstore. So not only is it all shuffled around, it's a big store.
That's not a small like, I can just walk and oh man.
Yeah. So here I was, I turn an aisle thinking I'm going for ramen, actually. I have a kid who eats a lot of ramen. And so I was going to the international aisle, and I'm like, what is all this? What is this stuff here? Where am I? And then in the end, of course, I forgot 2 key items because I was so like flustered and wandering around looking for shit that was on my list. Like now I don't know how to write a list either because I don't know the order of stuff.
They did this to me during COVID when I was shopping for 3 households. And so I had 3 household lists. I had them organized by aisle, just like you're saying. and they went and changed it all up.
Yeah, you can't do that to people.
No.
I hate grocery shopping. So I was not impressed.
I'm sorry about your luck. And
I just had to vent. I know my people are listening and they understand and they commiserate.
I feel you. I hate it when they do that.
Okay, well, I didn't mean to take us sideways there. I'm looking forward to ramen. I love ramen.
Yeah, and I really like this idea just because I like something yummy with it, though. I don't want to just have like the noodles and the crappy package of stuff.
Yeah.
So this one's got some baby bok choy cooked up in it. It's got some hard-boiled eggs.
Must have for ramen.
Auntie Jean has given me an hard-boiled egg tip because we're always bitching about peeling hard-boiled eggs.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to try that out.
Oh, good. Can't wait to hear about that.
Yet another experiment down the long line of hard-boiled eggs experiment.
Uh-huh.
And then just having some like veggies already ready to go, your broth already ready to go. This is the type of thing like make it up, put it in your fridge, and on that day that you're done,
You've just been grocery shopping?
you've just been grocery shopping.
You're set. You're going to eat something you actually didn't buy at the store. Yeah. Ooh,
Okay.
Love it.
Woohoo! So, should be easy, and let's hope it's yummy. Hey listener, have you visited our website? You'll find our entire catalog of episodes. Can you believe there are more than 170 of them, including the Speakeasy Cocktail Series and almost all of our recipes?
It's easy to find. Just type in www.threekitchenspodcast.com or check the show notes for a link. Now let's get back to the show.
Let's talk about a quick zhuzh up to your ramen.
Zhuzh. Love it.
All right, we got our engine started. So I made this peanut butter miso ramen, and I kind of grabbed the recipes from a few different places. And I don't know what it is. Cooking these meals always takes more time than I expect, even though I'm like, oh, this is going to be a quick, easy meal. But then I'm always doing this mad panicked rush. And maybe I just took the wrong day to take this on, but
No, I agree. It does take longer than it should. It seems like it should be the thing you just throw together when you've got 10 minutes
yeah.
to make dinner. But I'm also learning in time that anytime they say like 30-minute meals or less than 30 minutes, that seems to be like a benchmark for a quick recipe. That always takes much longer.
Yeah. This one says cook time 15 minutes, prep time 5 minutes.
5?
I did a few.
How can you even get things out of the fridge in 5 minutes?
You can't get things out of the fridge. You can't wash your vegetables. You can't slice them. You can't boil water. Like, come on. But I think this is something that you can have all the pieces put together and ready to go so that you can make it in 15 minutes then. So I think if you're going to try and do this as the like quick thing, just make it ahead or do some make ahead things or just commit to the like 45 minutes it took me, which is really at the end of the day, not that long to go from.
No, that is pretty quick
onto the table.
Actually.
So
yeah. Or if you have, maybe it's a thing to do when you have leftovers and you already have everything kind of chopped and whatever, and you just are like pulling things out of the fridge and out of the,
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make this as complicated or as simple as you want at the end of the day. So the first thing I did that upped the time on this was instead of having leftover chicken or just omitting meat altogether, I decided to make a marinade for some chicken breasts. And so I took the chicken breasts and I sliced both of them in half. So I had like nice thin pieces of chicken, and I marinated them in a soy sauce, mirin, sesame oil mix. And so I just sliced up those chicken breasts, popped them into a container, made that marinade quickly over top of them, and then they just sat in the fridge all day. So I did that like kind of around lunchtime or something and kind of got it going, which started this ball into motion when I was like, oh, I don't know if I really have time for the production value here, but here we go.
But I've already marinated the chicken. I can't just
chicken's
leave it.
marinating, so I better do something about it. You can always make this marinade, slice up your chicken, and put it in the freezer in a bag or in a container like this. So when it thaws out, it thaws in that marinade and your chicken's ready to go, which is another kind of shortcut to doing things too. Because we want different things with our ramen, you kind of have to prepare all those little pieces. So what I decided to go with for my vegetables were baby bok choy that I had washed and sliced up, and then some carrots that were julienned, fresh green onions on top, and then I also boiled some eggs because ramen's not ramen unless you've got a nice egg with a nice jammy yolk in it.
I agree. It's the best part.
So I got all of that also kind of going. As I started dinner there, those were the first things I worked on. And then I had plain ramen noodles. I actually found some plain ramen noodles that were a T&T brand at the store. So I was like, oh, easy. And those needed to be cooked up and boiled in their own separate water from this sauce. So you've got a pot doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And make your own sauce was super easy. And you could make this and again, keep it in your fridge in a mason jar or freeze it, or you can prep it ahead and keep it so that all you have to do is dump it in a pan, heat it up, get another pot of boiling water, go to town, bing, bang, bong.
Done. In 5 minutes.
No. In 5 minutes.
Not quite. Noodles take a little bit longer.
I'm not going to lie to you here.
Yeah.
All right. So the sauce that I made was sesame oil with fresh ginger and garlic fried up in it for like really quickly. You don't want to burn that garlic. And you add in a tablespoon of peanut butter and a tablespoon of miso paste and cook that. And I also had a little bit of the bottom of my scallion in there too. So the white part of my scallion, because I had chopped up the green part for the top, I like to cook up the bottom part too. So that all went into the pot, cooked quickly. And then once it kind of breaks down and gets a little bit bubbly, I added in 2 cups of chicken broth and 1 cup of coconut milk. And you just heat that up and bring it to a boil. And just before you serve it, add in a tablespoon or so of soy sauce. This is what's kind of controlling your salt level on your broth is your soy sauce. So if you want it to be a saltier broth, add more soy sauce. Depending if your broth is salted too when you're adding in like a chicken or a veggie stock to it, now's your chance to adjust your salt level to what you like.
Okay.
Once you've got your sauce heated on the stove, I just turned it down and let it just kind of stay warm while I got a pot of water going for my ramen noodles. I think they took 3 minutes to cook. They're really fast, and then just take them out, pop them into a bowl, add however much broth you want, go along and put all your toppings in your bowl, and then serve. When you get your noodle water boiling, pop your bok choy in there for like 2 or 3 minutes again. It's really quick. You'll notice it brighten up and get really bright green, and the leaves go limp, and then you can scoop them out and then just keep them warm and then cook your noodles in that water.
Okay. That's good.
So,
you're just using the same pot.
You're using the same pot for cooking that, which was really easy. Yeah. And then just kind of, you've got all these little things. I didn't talk about cooking the chicken.
It's okay.
So I just fried it in a cast iron pan because it was nice and thin, a couple minutes per side. It cooked all the way through. And then I just chopped it up into nice little slices. And then I have everything ready to go. It feels very disjointed when you're making this because you want to make all these little things singly before you put it together into your final dish. And I feel like that can be kind of a hallmark of some of these other Asian meals we've done before, where like you want everything else cooked and prepared and ready before you assemble that final dish.
Yeah.
And that is what trips me up every time when I'm like, oh, this is quick and easy. But then there's all these little pieces that have to be completed first.
There's so many moving parts.
Yeah.
And it's also that thing of doing the mise en place, which is like get all your stuff, not just like each thing cooked and ready, but like when you're making your sauce to make your broth, because your garlic and ginger is going to be so quick, you've got to have like, don't then go and get the peanut butter and bring it out and like, oh, I should add, what am I doing? Where's my miso? Like, you've got to have it like ready so you can put it in and not burn the garlic, and then keep it moving along. So if there is more than 5 minutes prep, that is a real big claim there.
That is a bold-faced lie.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's definitely that thing. You want to get all these moving pieces ready so that you know, like, okay, first I'm going to cook my chicken. And then my chicken is going to cool so then I can handle it. So then I can slice it up and then just put it to the side. And at the same time, I'm going to have my eggs boiling. And I can chop up some carrots and rinse my bok choy while I do that. And then I can start working on my sauce. And then I can start cooking my noodles. So it's really like...
Don't have everything on the stove at once, or you're going to have limp bok choy. You're going to have overcooked noodles, or you'll forget something. Or whatever.
Yeah. Double check, triple check before you boil those noodles.
But I do like this for when you have had some time to do it in advance. Maybe you cooked your chicken yesterday and you've got your veggies cut and ready to go. And then maybe you've even boiled your eggs at breakfast, and so they're done, and they could just be like, you kind of have things like done ahead, and then you can just focus on your broth and cook your noodles.
And when I had leftovers the next day, when we had all those things already made and ready to go, like I think we had a couple slices of egg still there. There was bok choy left over. I still had some broth. Like everything was then quick and easy to assemble.
And that's how I got it, of course.
And that's how you got it, of course.
It was so easy just to warm everything up and put it together, cook my noodles. Oh, it was so simple because it was all done and it was all in little dishes, and I just had to like put it together. I feel like we cannot gloss over the boiled egg, because we always have these discussions about boiling eggs and getting them to peel, because the one thing about a bowl of ramen, you want this nicely peeled, sliced egg on top. You don't want it to look like it got mangled by the cat trying to peel it.
Yeah. Looks like a small rodent may have got at your eggshells.
I mean, let's be real. That's what boiled eggs look like half the time. I don't know why. Did you find any secrets this time around with your boiled eggs?
So I was told by a family member when she boils eggs that when you you boil your eggs, you cool them off, and then you let them cool down so that you can handle them. And then when you crack the egg, she said, you have to hit the egg on the flat round part at the bottom where there's always like a bit of an air gap.
Yeah.
Smack it down on the counter there so that it then releases the membrane around the egg. There's that little membrane that's got to detach between the shell and the egg.
Yes.
So that was her...
That makes it release.
And that was her hot tip for making that eggshell come off. It wasn't perfect. You saw my eggs.
Well, the one that I got, I mean, I didn't examine it
good.
Like super closely, but I think it looked good. Yeah.
They were pretty good. I did have a bit of vinegar in my water when I boiled them, and then I did let them cool in some cool water. It worked okay. Again, it wasn't like a surefire, oh yeah, it just slipped off, but it did come off pretty good. So who knows what it was that did it, but try out that method if you're looking for trying to get that egg to peel.
It's a funny thing.
But I did really like the finish on the inside of my egg. I was super happy. It was a nice jammy texture, and I think I did 4 minutes. So I always put my eggs in the cold water, turn on my stove, bring it up to boil, turn it off, and remove the pan from the burner, and then I set my timer. So once...
Did you put a lid on it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Lid for sure. Good point. That was a 4-minute egg.
Yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed this. Often when I make ramen, I don't have a broth with it. I often just make the noodles and I put all my stuff on and I just eat it more like a noodle bowl as opposed to a soup.
Right.
Because I find the broth is like, nah, like I don't get real excited about.
I never really love it.
Yeah. But This one I did love. I thought it was really, it had good flavor, but it wasn't like overpowering of anything. Like, I don't know that if you had made it and asked me what was in it, I'd have been like, I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like it was screaming peanut butter. I could probably feed it to my kid who doesn't like peanut butter and he would like it.
You probably could.
He also is not crazy about coconut. You might suss out coconut milk. But I thought the flavors went together so well that it was just a really flavorful broth without being like overpowering of anything.
Yeah, like in the past when I've made some dishes with miso, it can be a very strong, intense flavor. And I was a little bit like, oh, I don't know if my family's gonna like this. Like, I generally don't mind something that's a little bit heavier in miso, but I know they're not big fans of it. But this floated by. I was like, oh, this peanut butter and the coconut, like everything was really well balanced. And it just was very warm and cozy. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to recommend this to you because I didn't have any. I was going to say put some chili crisp or something on there to spice it.
I always do.
I was hoping you would because I was like, oh, I'm out of chili stuff and I want you to put chili on here because I know you might love that.
I love the chili crisp and I put it on just about any Asian thing I'm eating. Definitely on ramen. I love it. Even if it's just a little dab of it, just ups that like the kick and a little bit of salt. Yeah, just be aware of that. If you do chili crisp or chili oil, it's usually a bit salty, so just keep that in mind too.
Oh, but it goes good with that creaminess in the in the broth, right?
But you didn't, when you gave me instructions, I'm pretty sure you didn't mention anything about adding soy sauce to it.
Oh, I did add soy sauce.
Oh, you added it to it.
Yeah.
Okay,
like
good.
After it cools down, like after I cooled it down, like after I brought it to a boil, I added my soy sauce in and tasted it for saltiness that I salt adjusted it. And I think I added 2 or 3 tablespoons because my broth was unsalted. I kind of like a saltier, and the noodles are going to be salty too.
It wasn't like...
So it wasn't over much.
No,
but
it wasn't overly salty. And so then I felt like it could handle the chili crisp, which the one that I like tends to be a bit saltier. So I thought it worked out very nicely. Delicious. Had all the things that I love on ramen and highly recommend.
Yeah, I'm going to make this broth again and keep it for when I want to make it and just kind of have everything to go. And my kids really liked the chicken too. I feel like that chicken would have been good. Like if you want to make it and put it on a salad, it is a really good marinade for making your chicken super delicious.
Yeah, and it's just a little something extra. Like if you typically grill, I know lots of people who like to just grill a bunch of chicken breasts and have it in the freezer or in the fridge to put on salad and put on noodles, put in a wrap, whatever they do with it kind of through the week.
Yeah.
And this just gives it a little bit of a different flavor profile. And I delicious.
Yeah, I really liked the marinade for the chicken. My whole family loved the chicken.
It was really good. Good job. I love this. Great idea.
Make that ramen just taste better. Yeah. And now for the fine print. Links to recipes and other things we talked about in this episode can be found in the show notes or on our website, www.threekitchenspodcast.com. Come say hello on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, YouTube, and TikTok. We'd love to connect. And if you enjoy the show, pass it on. Word of mouth is the #1 way people learn about new podcasts. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget the chicken you've got marinating in your fridge.